Hello and welcome to the Peace Tree of World War Five, the which I decide name the War of Imperialism because it was started by uh Eastern European imperialists. But I'm gonna be sleepy jumped on this whole time, explain this peace tree. But while I do that, just keep my sanity. I'm gonna watch a YouTube video. I'm gonna pause it in between each cut. So yeah, I'm gonna start drawing this peace tree. I'll go do all of South America, then Africa, then Europe. Alright, see you guys back in a bit. Alright, in South America, it's mainly gonna be land exchanges with Panama actually getting quite a bit from Peru, Venezuela, no, silly goose. Venezuela will get all of this from Guyana. Ecuador will get all of this from, Peru, and, all of this. So actually, just all of that. And Bolivia will get all of this. Peru will be allowed to exist. They're gonna be the old blue color as well. Not like the old blue color, like the standard blue color. So they will be allowed to exist, but they are forced to become a democracy. Wrong layer. That's wrong color blue also. So they'll be forced into democracy, and just let you know, so will Guyana, because they will still exist. But the emblem goes right there. For land exchange with Guyana, Bolivia, yeah, Bolivia will get all of this. Actually, do I like that? Oh wait, no, it is messing up a bit. They're supposed to only get all of this. So they'll get all of that. Brazil will get all of this. And let's see the stapler. They will get all of this. And like I said, Guyana will be allowed to exist still. Just only right here. And as a democracy, like there's no imperialism allowed in South America anymore. Guyana will keep this island though. And yeah. So that's what South America now looks like. There's no more imperialism over here. Now, over here in Africa, things are going to go a lot differently. Mainly because, no country will actually be, like, taken land. Instead, there'll be, three new nations formed. This purple nation, then South Sudan will be reformed right here. Ethiopia will be allowed to exist still, but only right here. And Somalia will be formed right here. There'll be this red color, not this shade of red. Yeah, more that shade. So there'll be three new countries here. and we'll have to name them and give each of them a capital. I just gotta get clone stamp to the right size. 35 should be big enough. Yep. Okay. Oh, wrong layer also. Your capital right here, your capital right here, your capital right here, and for the names, so it'll be Kenya, South Sudan, Ethiopia, and Somalia, and that'll be what happens down here. Let me give them their fancy outlines. Drop shadow, white, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should be good. This can be deleted. Tanzania's and Madagascar's need to be cleaned up. But 1 second. Actually, let me clean up Zambia while I'm at it. Because that one looks a little rough too. Be right back. Now, over here in Saudi Arabia, a lot will be changing. This yellow country will be formed. If I drew it correctly, that is. This yellow country will be formed down here. This turquoise country right here. The green country right here. Saudi Arabia is allowed to exist though, but they will be just restricted right here. Iraq will be allowed to exist. This is supposed to be Saudi Arabian name. Sorry for that bit. They will keep up here as well. And this red country will be made right here. And the names will be very similar to real life, like everything else. It'll be Yemen, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, Iraq, Saudi Arabia now on this peninsula. And now for capital cities, which is actually going to be quite easy now. So, for Yemen, it will be the old Saudi Arabian capital. For UAE, it will be right here. For Qatar, it will be the only city. For Saudi Arabia, it will be right here. And for Kuwait, it will be on the coast. Now, over here, it's gonna be pretty simple. They are actually gonna resurrect Afghanistan over here, where the old Saudi Arabian land is, and also now over here, 3 countries will be formed: Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Afghanistan. And here's what their borders are gonna look like. Afghanistan will be the green country, and they will get all this land from Iran. Turkmenistan will get all this land from Iran, and Uzbekistan will get all of this land from Kyrgyzstan, and was this up here previously Finland? I don't know, but that's what they're gonna look like. And Iran will be allowed to exist right here. And now for capitals. Bam. 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 We were supposed to get this up here too. Uzbekistan. Now for the rest of Kyrgyzstan. So over here, Mongolia will be resurrected. Now this is a little bit west of where they used to be. And the blue team will realize that, and they will also be given Mongolia some Siberian land, and they will get all of this. So Mongolia's back. And the rest of Kazakhstan can still exist. What color were they? They were like this color, right? I'm gonna go with that color. So yeah, Kazakhstan will be allowed to exist still. So this is what Asia's looking like now. A lot of countries in Asia. But before we leave Asia, there's actually going to be an interesting event here. A peaceful, like, three-way union, I think you would say. But a lot of central China being united with certain areas of other countries. Now, I should note this wasn't part of the peace treaty. This was more so like a resolution passed by South China, North China, Korea, and Central China. And this is what's gonna happen. Over here, these people vote to join North China. Up here, well, down here, they will join South China, and there'll be new country formed right here in Korea, like northern bit of Korea, and rest of central China, and they will be known as Manchuria, because people here didn't really identify with like the Chinese or the Koreans, so they want to make their own country. So this will be Manchuria. They won't have all Manchuria, but they might be able to get it one day. Now for capitals, only thing that has changed is this one has to be moved from here. From here to put those right there. So that's what the Eastern Asia looks like now. A little bit more united, a little bit more reorganized. And now for the big part. Yeah, this is gonna be the longest one draw. Now for France, it's actually gonna be a little simple. Blue France will take over this area, and Dora will get all of this. There'll be new green country right here. They'll also get some Dutch land. Italy will get all of this, and this island. And for right here, I think we'll actually also give that. No, silly goose. We'll give that to Switzerland. Because, actually, no. We'll give Andorra that. Catalonia will keep the southern island. But Andorra's actually going to give Iberia and Catalonia some land in exchange for them being able to keep all this up here. So let me do that real quick. Now, since Andorra got quite a bit of land, they're actually going to return some Iberian land down here and even up here. And yeah, and then Catalonia will get all of this. So this is what Andor now looks like. They're still quite a bit powerful, but they want mainly this land. They don't really care about this land. So they're gonna have... Oh, well, no. They're gonna have their capital, which they never reassigned, to right here at these twin cities. And I changed my mind. Iberia, you're not getting this back, sorry. I want, Andorra, keep it. Reason why they were just train around provinces, well, as I call them, states, is to help with their stability. So this is what Andorra looks like. France, Switzerland, you need a capital now. And I gotta put your name in. Capital will be not copied. No. Everything is awful. Alright, let me put the names in this area. Now, before we move on to the other countries, the Dutch are starting to see how their country is basically completely, like, torn up. Not, like, from fighting, but, like, their borders are really odd. So there's gonna be some changes within their country. There will actually be two countries being formed out of the Netherlands. Main reason they're doing this is they want to be more stable, and seeing as how expansionism caused this whole world war, they want to downsize and just worry about their core area. So this purple country right here will be formed right next France. And over here, a previously fallen country will be reformed. In fact, if I'm correct, the way I actually did this front line here will let me easily give them this land back. And this will be Austria, brought back from the dead. Now that Yugoslavia and Romania got destroyed, and rest of this land will go to Italy to strengthen them. And yeah, so the Dutch will be renaming themselves also. And we got the capitals. This country will have the capital. I was on the wrong layer again, so the country will have this capital, and let me add the name. Alright, it'll be Belgium. The Dutch will change the name to just Netherlands. Austria will exist. And this is what Western Europe's looking like now. Now for Central Europe. Now a lot's gonna change in the Balkans. Basically, we're Balkanizing the Balkans. So Greece will get all of this back, because this was like rightfully their historic land. You're supposed to have this. And this seems not in real life. The blue team will get all of this. Right here, so that's a new country. over here there'll be this pink country. And right here, Yugoslavia will be turned into no country, which will be this color. Actually, more so, I want them this shade. They will have all this islands. And yep. And then Romania will also be divided even more. They will lose this northern half. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new countries, 1 reformed country, and also the all force become democratic. I'm on the wrong layer again. Hate everything about myself. It'll be easier just to do all of this. One sec. All these countries will be democratic and very friendly each other, unlike real life. So there'll be Albania, Hungary, Serbia, Romania, Moldova, Bulgaria, and Greece down here now. Now for a mess as this area, I'm gonna be cleaning up the names here too. Now to cover this disaster. Now Germany's gonna actually hold up to what they offered this yellow country. They'll give them some German lands, and they will now look like this. Poland will actually get some of Germany's land because of the deal they made with Belarus over here, because Belarus will get all of this. And I have named these 2 countries and give them capitals. So we will have Estonia, Germany, Poland, Czechia, Belarus, and speaking of Estonia and Lithuania, they're actually going to be put on the map now. Well, back on the map. If I was on the right layer, that is. Now let's get those prepared. So Lithuania will get all their old lands back. What's going on? I need myself. Oh, let's see. They'll get that little tail thing too. So Lithuania here, Estonia here. Eight sometimes. So those 2 countries are back. Russia will get a lot of historical land back. Historical in terms of this series, keep that in mind, young ones. We'll get all this and this back, and they will even get, yeah, this back. So Russia just grew a lot. In fact, I think I am gonna give them this state as well. So let me just draw that in real quick. We'll get this state as well, which has Finland's capital in that. Get that little thingy Bobby too. So this is what Russia's gonna look like. Actually, I think I am gonna take these 2 away. So, bam, bam. And those can go this color for now. Because I think I'm going to do something else up here. But, yeah. Like I said, Finland doesn't have this capital anymore. They will have to move theirs. So the reason why I want to be efficient, just move it to the new capital, which will have to be right here. Finland will be allowed to exist. They will actually be way up here. They will get all of this. I'm on the wrong layer. Great, wonderful, I hate myself. So let me turn off state layer. Let me do it like this instead. Then I can do this and this. So this is what Finland will look like now. Over here, what am I gonna do with this land? Now this is what rest of Finland's territory is gonna look like. Up here will be a pink country. And this country will have all this land, all of this, all of this, not that part of Finland. They will have this and this. This and this. Right there. So that'll be one country. Down here, there'll be this bluish country. Or probably not that shade. Yeah, we'll like that shade. It'll work better. And this country will be right here. And these are basically countries that existed before a few world wars. So I changed this one's name to Moscow. This one's Russia now. This is Euro. This is Volga. So yeah, that's what Europe looks like now. Pretty divided up. But I have capitals to assign real quick. So Moscow's will stay in Moscow. Volga will go. I think this is where in real life Stalingrad is. Right here will be Russia's capital. And yours will have theirs right on the border of Siberia. And let me double check, see if I missed anything. No. But before we end off, there's gonna be one last event in this video. And that last event is Vancouver officially dissolving their expansionist conquest. So this country will exist now. I'll be known as Washington. This one, which will be Idaho. And this big purple one right here, which I think we can call Montana. And also Alaska will get in on this, and Greenland will help out, and the Yukon will be created, the country of Yukon. They'll take these 4 provinces. I also renamed West and East Canada to Nunavut and Ontario respectively, and these 3 countries down here will be Washington, Montana, Idaho, there's Yukon up here now, and now there's a whole bunch more countries in the world, and this power rankings list is completely out of date now. Like, I need to completely redo it, but I'm gonna fix these names up here. And this is now what the world map looks like. A lot more countries are here now, either through the peace treaty of World War V or articles of de-imperialization, as I'll call it, or anti-expansion, or I don't know how you'd exactly say it, but I forgot to do capitals over here, I just noticed, so let's do that real quick. So let's start with Idaho's. Theirs will be right there. It's here. It is here. And for Yukon, right there. So yeah. Here, I will get pretty good screenshots of each area. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time.